And I imagine after playing the Gold Cup and seeing Guatemala's potential and the connection with the people, even the Guatemalan people living in the U.S. Must have felt special, no? Because that was a very special Gold Cup. The way we played, the way the crowd got into it. So it must have been like, okay, I made the right choice maybe after that experience.
For sure. I think as much as there's a lot of credit that goes to Rubio for helping me make the transition over here. I think the fans played a big role too, and just seeing their support and the support obviously through the Gold Cup and social media, on my Instagram, Twitter, whatever. They played a major role in me making the switch, and I think everything happens when it's supposed to. And for me, it's if I made that transition 5 years ago, who knows if it would have went as smoothly or if I would have been ready because I was much younger. But once again, we're here now. So
exactly. I read about you before coming to the interview. Obviously, you were born in New Mexico, right?
Yep.
And then born and raised. Most of the times when you're a teenager or getting through high school, most teenagers want to get away from home, when it comes to go to school. I imagine you had many scholarships or many offers to go to college.
Yeah.
And instead of going to, playing in Florida or playing in California, you just decided to stay in New Mexico, play for the Lobos. What was it? Were you thought you were going to be homesick, or it was just they had a good soccer program? What made you stay home to play for college?
One, I think being somewhat close to home was something I wanted to do because my family would have been able to go to a lot of the game. I mean, every home game my dad drove up. My mom was able to come to a lot of games, my siblings. So being close to home was nice. At the end of the day, I wish I would have toured more schools.
Because
I really did.
Mexico tour.
Just at least go. But I was kind of lazy, I was like, I don't want to do all this travel and go over there. But at the end of the day, I loved my decision going to New Mexico. I grew a lot as a person and a player there. They were sort of able to rope me in on my first visit because I went to one of the games and all the fans were incredible. They had 5,000 people there, which for a college game is really good.
College,
really good. And a lot of the players, the team was really good. I really liked the coaches, so it was an easy decision for me, and I definitely don't regret going there at all.
Great. After your 4 years there, were you drafted by the MLS?
So I was actually only there for 2 years.
Oh, okay, you did 2 years.
I played 3 falls, so like 2.5 years.
Okay.
And then, from there, I was homegrown with Real Salt Lake.
So Real Salt Lake has to hold a special place in your heart, playing so many years or so many games, becoming a legitimate MLS player and a good one at that. So I imagine Real Salt Lake is a special place for you.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely super grateful for all the opportunities Real Salt Lake gave me. Started when I was 15 years old and I went to the academy.
So you went through the youth system also.
So as soon as pretty much the summer I turned 15, I moved to the academy, which was in Arizona at the time.
So you were still staying close to home.
Still kind of close to home, unintentionally, really. Because there's all these weird boundaries and stuff with academies, and so if you live in a certain area, you kind of have to go to this academy. But I had a connection through one of my coaches from Las Cruces, New Mexico. He moved out to the academy, and he brought a bunch of us out there to try out, really. And whenever I went out there to try out, I wasn't on the A team right away. I was on the B team, which is like a club team. So you play club soccer. And so I went out there, I was on the B team, and pretty much my whole first year. And towards the end, I started getting some minutes with the academy team, which was the A team. And then my second year, I was full-time academy. And third year, I was there 3 years. So third year, I was also with. We went to 3 national championships in a row. We actually only won 1. We lost twice in the final, which is tough. But so I started from the bottom there and was able to obviously make my way all the way up to the first team with Real Salt Lake. And so they believed in me the whole time. And super grateful for that.
When you went through your system and started playing, I imagine, in middle school, always a defender, or did you kind of transition into that position?
No, good question.
Because most start as forwards, right? Everybody wants to score goals.
I was always center mid my whole life. Center mid. My dad was my coach all the way up until I went to the academy. And I was always center mid. I was the guy that was sort of in the middle, controlling the game, defense, offense. I was always center mid. I always wore the number 10, and then as soon as I went to the academy, they were like, nope, you're gonna
started to move you like a chess piece.
Yeah, so I played center mid a little bit sometimes, and you know, I was left back, right back, all over the place, and I think it was kind of a shock to me.
But you imagine, but with time, you started feeling very comfortable playing.
Yeah. No, for sure. At the end of the day, it was the right move. I mean, look at me now.
Yeah.
And how long I've been playing right back, and so yeah, I mean, it was definitely a bit of shock at first, but it was sort of one of those things. My dad always told me growing up, you got to be able to play multiple positions, because when you go professional, you never know. And
exactly.
I mean, look what happened. So
exactly. Yeah. No, well, glad that was the outcome. And there's still a lot more to come for sure in your career with Guatemala. With congratulations of being an All-Star in the MLS for the first time. We were talking off camera. It's been a great experience. You feel very comfortable in DC, and obviously, well, it's showing, no, with the team and with your first MLS All-Star call.
Yep, for sure.
How was that experience in the All-Star game?
The All-Star game was incredible.
Yeah.
A great 3 or 4 days over with all those guys. I was with, obviously, one teammate of mine, Christian Benteke, who was having an incredible year this year.
That went viral when they went to the locker room and gave you the news.
Yeah. It was definitely a surprise the way they did it. But yeah, going with him, going with one of my good friends who I pretty much lived with my whole time at the academy, and Justin Glad.
Okay.
It was his first All-Star as well, so that was cool. I think we were the first 2 ever homegrowns from Real Salt Lake, so that was another good achievement. And yeah, but great experience. And every year going into the season, it's a big goal of mine to be an All-Star and be one of the top players in the league, and finally make that happen. Let's go.